make for better songs. If that is not, if you got a lot of what it takes just to get along. Surrender now, suffer serious setbacks. Got get back, connects, wet back, get stacks. Even if you got to get jet black, head to toe to get the dough. Battle for bottles of Mo or Joe. This fly flow take practice like Tybo with Billy Blanks. Oh, you're too kind, really thanks.
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. On tap tonight, NBA playoff action continues. It's Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. Take a look at the Warriors. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
This game really gives them a chance to kind of put the hammer down in this series. If they can build on that Game 1 victory and then win here tonight, it would make it almost impossible to come back from.
But let's flip that script. A loss tonight and their home court advantage goes straight out the window, and that would put tons of pressure on them going on the road.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's the Wizard. Passes to Brock. Here's the Wizard. Floats one up. Shot is off. Great D that time from Black Hole. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. Coach didn't mince words for his team, telling them that even though they took Game 1, they'll need to come out and play the same way to keep home court advantage. He said, so far, we've just held serve, and it's only going to get tougher from here on out.
Thank you, Doris. Here's the Wizard. Dishes it to Summers. Plenty of space. That one a little long.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Here's Cunningham, and that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Grant is checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Black Hole. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. The Warriors shooting their first shots of the night from a charity strike. And he knocks down the first one. Oh, free throw is good from Black Hole.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Summers kicks to Grant. The pass to Brock. Feeds to Summers. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. That's good.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. No good from Insanity.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The shot's good from the Wizard. The Wizard's got his first points of the game.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Buckets passes to Black Hole. And the foul on Big Smooth. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Buckets passes to Cunningham. Buckets uses the glass to finish the way.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Knocks it loose. Lays it in off the breakaway. Buckets got his second bucket of the night.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Summers the pass to the Wizard. That freed up. Nice work off the pick.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Here's Cunningham. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defensive back, guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back-and-forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
And so it's Golden State with it. From the arc. That's good. He's got 5.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here is Summers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Big Smooth the pass to the Wizard. Grant outside. And the Trailblazers, another three.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Here's Cummings up. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Here is Summers. Screen by Grant. Pass to Brock. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. The Beasts got 5 now.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Here is Summers. After the made shot from Sabotage. The Wizard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Here's Buckets. A 3 off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense... Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they love one of the plays of the year, possibly.
Portland with the ball after the miss from Black Hole. Passes it to Big Smooth. That's blocked. Here's Buckets. Right through the knee for the layup. Buckets got his second bucket.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Here is Summers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And there's the pass to Big Smooth. Here's the Wizard. The feed to Grant. Shot clock at 6. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Look at Black Hole. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Buckets passes to Insanity. Off target with his 3.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Shots good from Black Hole.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Shots good by Summers.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Savanovic the pass to Buckets. Here's Insanity. Can't hit. Nice D from Big Smooth.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Sharp. Jacks up a 3. That is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
And Curry, here we go. Anderson dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer on their own. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Avdia. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Past the black hole. Outside for Curry. Anderson outside. He passes to Wiggins. Here's black hole. He's guarded by Williams. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jump shot, too, so they're really doing a nice job offensively.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And the pass to Sharp. He dishes it to Williams. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Professors check in for Williams. Pass to Moody. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that ties it up.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half. Clark just piling up points in the paint.
And Portland has possession. That's tipped. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
Passes it to Avdija. There's the dish to Henderson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's shot is good.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
No, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Here's Henderson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Henderson's got his first bucket of the night.
See how he used the rim to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that reverse.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Down low. Outside for Curry. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Curry's got his third bucket of the night.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
Good if it goes. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
They've got Anderson. Gary Payton is out there with Steph Curry. And there's Hill, and it's Moody in at the 4. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And it gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the strike. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
Some great play by Steph Curry tonight. 9 points and 2 steals. Boy, he's been a big contributor in this one.
Well, this isn't something they're going to see consistently from him, but they are enjoying his performance today.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got his second basket of the night. The Warriors shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them. Now the pass to Moody. Kicks it to Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And Portland has possession. They trail by 6. That one goes. Count it. Payton outside. The kick out to Hill. Right side Hill. Curry passes to Hill. Golden State moving it around. Out to Payton. Clock at 4. Hill defended by Sean. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up to them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball. Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control. Ooh.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
And so here is Golden State. Portland making their last shot.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, you left them no choice but to foul there.
The Warriors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the Warriors with some changes. Buckets comes in for Anderson. And it's Insanity in for Gary Payton. Here is Summers. Pass to Big Smooth. Defended by Savanovic. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Look at Black Hole, second in the league, having an excellent season. And, of course, buckets.
You know, you never know who will step up in the postseason and who might shut down or wilt under the pressure. But these two guys have put their teams on their back, and they intend to win no matter what it takes.
Black Holes checked in for the Warriors. Trailblazers trail by 6. Passes it to Brock. This one for 3. Good. The Beasts got 12.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard? Just this guy is unbelievable. That's a layup for him.
Well, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something you should get away from.
Summers the pass to the Professor. He kicks it to Summers. He passes to the Wizard. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. And the Professor picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. The pass to Buckets. From downtown. That is good. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
You know, it looks like despite the injury he's got, he's still able to deliver, and that's what he's showing us right now.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
Buckets passes to Black Hole. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Black Hole's got 8 points.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
The Portland, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. Buckets passes to Insanity. Buckets to the paint. Pass to Insanity. From past the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
It was a slow start for him, but he's starting to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Passes it to the Wizard. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Coming up, he's covered by Grant. Insanity the pass to coming up. Here's Black Hole. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Black Hole's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Here's Summers. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Here's Black Hole, and that one's good. Black Hole's got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Here's the Wizard. The pass to Brock. Will it go? Good. He hits the jump shot.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Savanovic the pass to Black Hole. Takes the three. It's rebounded by the Prodigy.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. Some outstanding numbers in this one for the Wizard. He has 11 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Savanovic the pass to Buckets. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Good defense, but now love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Stolen. Savanovic the pass to Buckets. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Buckets got his third basket of the night.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense part, and they're exploiting them.
Pass to the Wizard. It's intercepted. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet in there myself. That's a gimme there.
Here is Summers. He passes it to the Wizard. Got a piece of it. Coming up, he's covered by Grant. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. The Warriors have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
No good from the Wizard. Warriors leading by 17. Buckets passes to Cunningham. Here is Summers. Shot to stop the run. The shot's good from the Wizard. The Wizard's got 15 points.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Buckets passes to Cunningham. There's the block. He feeds it to Grant. Gives him the lead pass.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for the Beast. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too. So they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Williams is checked in for Big Smooth. Passes to Insanity. To the inside. Pocket 6. Williams with the steal. The Wizard passes to Brock. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The shot's good from the Wizard.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Insanity. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Black Hole. And that one is hit. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
Boy, what a dunk. That is just special.
Here's Grant and the rejection by Sadanovic. Buckets, he's guarded by Williams. Buckets passes the black hole. Here's the Wizard. He's got 17. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Summers.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Buckets passes to Cunningham. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 17 points in the game.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
There's the pass to Brock. Dishes it to Grant. Feeds to Summers. Teardrop shot. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Cunningham. Rejected by Brock. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Insanity to pass to Wiggins. Buckets. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. And you look at the Wizard, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
Well, you know, the three-point shot, Kevin, can be a game-changing play. I mean, I've seen games become blowout and blowouts become close thanks to the three-point shot. It's a huge asset, and these guys capitalize on it big time.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Buckets, he's checked. In for Insanity. Both free throws good from Buckets. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here is Summers. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Eaton. Makes it off the glass.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Buckets. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. All free throws good from Buckets. Portland's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Here is Summers. The pass to Brock. And he makes good on the layup. The Beasts got 11 points in the quarter. Here's Black Hole. Buckets passes to Buckets.
No luck. You got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs is in full swing.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
What a stellar outing in this one for Buckets. 18 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, we've got the Beast. Prodigy is up there with the Wizard. Then it's Big Smooth, and it's the Professor in at the 4 slot. Warriors shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Buckets passes the Black Hole. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Well, if you don't like contact, then you won't like guarding this guy, because he will get after you physically.
Yeah, you got to strap it on tight. Get your mouthpiece in. If you got a headband and knee guards, whatever you wear to protect yourself, you need to get ready for that with him. I mean, he's going to lean on you. He's going to bump you. There's no way to get around it. It's going to be physical with him.
Warriors leading by 15. Here's Cunningham. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Buckets. The tray. No good from Sabonis. Trailblazers trail by 15. The Beast passes to Summers. Swiped away. 3 on 3. Here's Buckets. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Summers the pass to the professor. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Passes it to Insanity. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. All free throws good from Insanity. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's the Wizard. He's got 17. The pass to Brock. Portland moving the ball away. Here's the Wizard. Bangs on the trifecta. The Wizards got 20.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Here's Insanity. And the dunk to finish it off. That beauty.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Here's Brock, and he gets it to go from the corner. He's got 20. Warriors leading by 18. Buckets passes the black hole. Buckets. It's good from long range.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Foul timeout called by Portland. You have to like what we're seeing from Buckets.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
The feed to Summers. Pass to Brock. Pulls it up. Again, the Trailblazers score. Timeout called the Warriors. Warriors have gone 3 or 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Buckets passes to Buckets. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Here's Brock. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Warriors leading by 19 points. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Passes it to Big Smooth. Here's the Beast. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. The Beast's got 6 points in the quarter. Buckets passes to Buckets. Buckets. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's the Wizard. The second effort. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, nice body control there. Narrowly missing the shot. Would have been a 3-point play.
Had a free look at it after the foul. Nice play.
All free throws good from Brock. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now the pass to Insanity. Excellent D there from the Wizard.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
Pass to Brock. All alone. And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in. Warriors leading by 15. Stolen by Henderson. And now Portland on the break. The shot's good from the Wizard.
so deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal. He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
That free throw good from Insanity.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer the perfection continues.
Anderson with it. He passes to the Wizard. Knocked loose. And they're running. Insanity the pass.
Oh, that was awesome.
Look out below. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
You also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
Fast break, here they come. Here's Insanity. Pass to Buckets. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
And Portland making a change here. Here is Summers. He's guarded by Hill. Henderson passes to the Wizard. Great D that time from Insanity. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Black Hole. He's got 16. The pass to Insanity. And the Warriors miss again.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Looking to end his cold spell. Shots good by Summers. Summers has got 6 points. Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Curry passes to Black Hole. Outside for Curry.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
The Beast is checked in for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 17. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Now off the inbound. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Curry kicks to Hill. Insanity. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. The Insanity's got 9.
That looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
Henderson dishes to Summers. Big smooth. No good on the triple. And here's Anderson. Here's Insanity. Good on the three-point shot. Insanity's got 12 points in just the second half.
They've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
That's good from Big Smooth. And the Warriors making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now Anderson. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Not the guy. pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Big Smooth. Defended by Sabonovich. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Passes to Brock. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Curry passes to Buckets. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Black holes check in for Anderson. Trailblazers have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Sean, the pass to Henderson. Of Dia. They set the screen. Here's the professor. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Great job right there to body him up and affect the trajectory of that shot.
Yeah, that was definitely a forced miss, but he couldn't get off the shot he wanted.
Curry passes to Cunningham.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the ref to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight. Big Smooth, he's checked in for Portland. And the second free throw, good. Portland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's the professor. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. The professor's got his first 2 points of the night.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
And the pass to Cunningham. Back to Curry. He passes to Buckets. Buckets. Pass to Buckets. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Buckets. It counts. And the foul. Right. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Insanity, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Here is Summers. He has 6. And that one's good. Summers has got 8. Warriors leading by 21. Buckets passes to Buckets. Here's Insanity. Golden State moving it around. No good from Buckets.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so. So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
No good from Insanity. Trailblazers trail by 19. Anderson with it, now guarded by Buckets. Passes it to the Wizard. Fires the 3. They get it again. He shoots again. And the layup is up and in. And that's now 6 points for the professor.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened. You know, those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
He dishes it to Summers. Good on the triple. Summers has got 7 points here in this quarter.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
And there's the pass to Buckets. Buckets lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss. Big Smooth got 6 rebounds in the game. Here is Summers. He's got 11. There's the dish to Henderson. From outside, off the mark. Here's Buckets. No good on the buzzer beater. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors leading by 16. Anderson is out there with Black Hole. Then there's Buckets. Then there's Insanity, and it's Buckets in at the one spot. That's the Warriors' foul. Anderson. Buckets. Dives for it. Misses the three.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
No good from the Wizard.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Back to Anderson. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. Shot's good from Big Smooth. Big Smooth got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Warriors shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. No good from Buckets. Trailblazers trail by 14. Right side, Williams. Shot denied. And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Warriors leading by 12. Here's Black Hole. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. The Wizard, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Portland making a change here. Both free throws good from Black Hole. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here is Summers. Kicks to Henderson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Here's Golden State now. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability.
The Professor nails the baby hook.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Inside, Buckets. He's guarded by Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Big Smooth. He's checked in for Williams. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here is Summers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, that one is a shot he should make because the defender nowhere around him, he usually knocks that one down.
Pass to Buckets. Fires the three. And the Warriors get it back. Black Hole passes to Buckets. Buries it from three-point range. Buckets got 34.
Second three-pointer of the half, fourth overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Up top, Henderson. Here's Featon. Blocked. And the call will go against the Prodigy. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I'd prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
The three. Here's Black Hole. Cannot hit. Nice D from Big Smooth. Trailblazers trail by 15. Summers kicks to Anderson. He feeds it to Summers. Passes it to the Professor. Dishes to Henderson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the rejection. And Curry, here we go. For the three. Shot's good. And that's 21 points for Black Hole.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
He kicks it to Henderson. All sorts of time. They get it back. Here's Big Smooth. But they get it back. Here's Summers. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
Looking at the game for the Prodigy, he has 11 points and 8 dimes. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Well, you've got to love having a guy who can do both those things well.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Warriors leading by 16. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Here's Big Smooth off the inbound pass. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how a brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Now the pass to the professor. And again, is Portland converted.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
And Portland making a change here. Here's Insanity. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yeah, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Both shots good from the strike. Trailblazers trail by 12. Summers kicks to Anderson. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Here is Summers. Feeds it to Henderson.
They're going a little bit cold from the outside right now, trying to cut into this deficit. So when that happens, you still got to take good open shots on the perimeter when you get them, but you also have to get the ball inside some.
Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. The feed now to Summers. Here's the 3. Good! Summers has got 7 points for the quarter.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Maybe could have gone for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
You know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Here's Big Smooth. He passes to Summers. Henderson expanding his range. Rebounded by Black Hole. Black Hole's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Now he's missing a lot of shots out here. Offensively, he just has not been able to produce in this quarter.
Here's Henderson. After the made shot from Buckets. Pass to Big Smooth. Down with both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2 hands, Jim. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
The shot's good from Black Hole.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Passes it to the professor. They set the pick. He dishes it to Summers. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Warriors leading by 12. Buckets passes to Black Hole. Buckets takes it from 10. Portland grabs the miss. Summers has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Portland moving the ball around. Here's the professor. Second chance effort. Buckets passes to Cunningham. And the three ball is good. He's got 23.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Here is Summers. Here's Big Smooth. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one was too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
The layup missed. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
And the shot's good from Buckets. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game. Inevitable at times. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
So it's Portland now. After the made shot from Buckets. Hooked away. Here's Buckets. Gets it to go. Buckets got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
No good from Sharp.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock. Construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Here's the pass to Buckets. Buckets. Here's Kuminga. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Pass to Sharp. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Payton. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's good from Payton. And both free throws good for Payton. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Moody. Hill fires for three. That's good.
You got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys. Defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
So it's Portland now. And the pass to Avdia to end the run. He lays it in. Steve, they are in complete control.
But everything they're doing, Kevin, has been working out. I mean, the game plan was solid, and they are executing out there.
Off the pit. Missed. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.